Once upon a time, there lived a young man named Taro. He was born into a humble, struggling family where each day was a challenge due to poverty. Despite his circumstances, Taro was filled with dreams and a burning desire to improve his family's life. He often watched his parents work tirelessly, but the little they earned was barely enough to survive. This fueled his determination to change his fate. One day, Taro decided to leave home and search for work in the city. His heart was heavy as he bid farewell to his parents, but he was resolved to find a job and bring back wealth to ease their suffering. After days of walking, Taro reached a bustling city. However, despite his efforts, no one would hire him. Weeks turned into months, and Taro found himself wandering the streets, hungry and discouraged. One evening, while sitting by the river, questioning his choices, an old monk approached him. The monk noticed the sadness in Taro's eyes and asked, "Why do you look so defeated, young man?" Replied, "I have left my home to find work and help my family. But no matter how hard I try, I cannot succeed. It feels as if my efforts are in vain." The monk smiled gently. "Let me tell you a story," he said, sitting beside Taro. Once there was a bamboo farmer who planted seeds of bamboo. Every day he watered the seeds and tended to the soil. But after a year, nothing had sprouted. The second year, still nothing. He persisted, watering and caring for the seeds. But by the third year, no bamboo had grown. Taro listened carefully as the monk continued. 4 years passed, and the farmer saw no sign of growth. People laughed at him and called him foolish for tending to empty soil. But the farmer believed in the process and continued his work. Finally, in the 5th year, the bamboo shot up from the ground, towering high into the sky in just a few weeks. You see, during all those years of seeming inactivity, the bamboo was developing a strong root system underground, preparing for its growth. The monk looked at Taro with wise, knowing eyes. Sometimes our efforts seem fruitless, but that does not mean they are wasted. The roots of success grow beneath the surface, invisible to us. Your persistence and right actions are like that farmer's care for the bamboo. If you stay true to your purpose, your time will come. Inspired by the story, Taro felt a renewed sense of determination. He realized that success might not come immediately, but through persistence and right living, he could build a foundation for it. The next day, Taro found small jobs, sweeping streets, carrying goods, and helping in shops. It wasn't much, but he worked diligently, saving every coin. Gradually, people noticed his honesty, hard work, and willingness to learn. One day, a wealthy merchant offered him a permanent job in his store. Over time, Taro's responsibilities grew, and with them his earnings. Years passed, and Taro became a successful merchant himself. He never forgot the lesson the monk had taught him. With patience, persistence, and by living honorably, Taro not only achieved his goals but also helped lift his family out of poverty. As Taro stood in the midst of his success, he often reflected on the bamboo. He understood now that the roots of his success had been growing all along, even when he couldn't see them. Just like the bamboo, once the right moment came, his efforts blossomed. And so, Taro lived with gratitude and taught others the lesson of the bamboo, that true success takes time, patience, and the right actions.